Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And we'll go right back to Andrews. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. First and goal from just inside the 5. Gordon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Here's a diving catch right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, it's Patterson, and he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, a full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. from the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a 2nd fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Play action. Now Jackson steps away. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down as well. And it looks like this is going to be all for naught. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
DC, right?
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Hardman on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than...
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember...
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Escaping the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is down to 4. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 17-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 38, Jackson. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Jackson buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Jackson going to run again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down at 4, Mahomes. And Gordon's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
They'll roll him out right. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Bronco touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's taken down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick Ricard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Mahomes' throw taken in by Sutton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 31, Jackson steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Looking downfield for Kelsey.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Mahomes will throw for it. Flushed out right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Mike Edwards picks it off, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Hardman to return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Finding Kelsey. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes